Hey there. 3 deep core reasons why you may be struggling to be consistent in your life. And this doesn't mean that you're inconsistent everywhere. Maybe you're really consistent with, working out in the gym, but you're not consistent with doing what matters in your business, for example. That's what I was like. That's what I really struggled with. I loved working out, and exercising and doing all of that. But when it came to doing what mattered in my business, I was really inconsistent at it. And no matter what I tried on the surface superficial level, really changed it. Really changed it. Or may have changed it a little bit, but to a small degree and not in a real long-lasting permanent way. So I had accountability partners, but then it would lose its integrity. Somebody would not do what they said they were going to do, right? They weren't consistent, and then it was well, what are we even doing then, holding each other accountable, if we just do what we always did, which is not be consistent? Yeah, so you might have to go deeper. I had to go deeper, which is what I didn't want to do at the time. I didn't want to look within myself and find out the deep core reasons as to why I was essentially sabotaging my life. Why I was creating the same patterns over and over again in my life of being on and then being off, being on and then being off. So yeah, my intention of this video is to share these reasons with you, reasons that I had struggled with, and maybe it will bring some awareness to your life, your circumstances, and open up some solutions for you. Because it can be real tough. It can be real tough. I don't think anyone talks about this. It can be real tough to really be wanting that breakthrough in your life and just not getting it. And just to have it I won't say Groundhog Day, but just feeling you're just going through the same cyclic bullshit in your life, whether it's with money or business or women or relationships. So I'm gonna give you the 3 deep core reasons, and then we're gonna talk about what it actually takes to start shifting these. Yeah, on an energetic level. Okay, first one. Fear of being ostracized, rejected, or just not fitting in. So in this world is really okay with being inconsistent. 99% of people, if you listen to them and what they talk about is how they didn't keep to the diet, or that balance is a good thing, you got to have some balance, right? Or they slipped with the thing they were trying to quit, or they're getting back on the horse again with it, and it's just it's so common and normal here, and everyone is accepting of it. So to go against that, to be no, I'm just consistent, day in, day out, rain, hail, or shine, I'm just doing what I'm here to do, and literally nothing will stop me from doing it. It's just you're an insane person. You're a freaking insane person in this world if you're gonna be like that. So if you have a fear of being rejected or being ostracized or not fitting in, which is really fear of it's really not accepting yourself, because if you accept yourself, I accept myself, so it's what are you gonna do? Like it's irrelevant what you say or think or whatever. Like I'm just doing my life. So yeah, if you have a fear of that, or you deep down, like there is some, like there's not a deep enough level of acceptance there for you, then that will get in the way. That will get in the way. I think too, like one thing that's like that can start help shifting this is like getting around the right people, seriously. And often it doesn't look like adding people in your life, it looks like subtracting people from your life. Anyone that like adds in like comments and things like that about like your goals and your dreams and your vision, that like it feels like contractive to you, it takes away from it. And it might not actually be the words that they're saying. Like sometimes the words people say, it's like positive, like oh yeah, I'm just caring for you. Oh, I'm just, you know, oh yeah, I'm worried for you. That's one I've had before. But like they're energetic. Like what they actually really think about you being consistent and going for it is like jealousy, envy. Like they hate it. They want you to fail. They want you to fall, or because it makes them uncomfortable, because it makes them feel inadequate that you're going for your stuff. Like they should be going for their stuff, right? They should be being the best version of themselves. But yeah, what they'll say is they'll add little remarks and little things, and they're basically just sending you really freaking bad vibes. And as much as we say, oh, you know, we're not affected by things, and if you truly accept yourself, like I just said before, things can still have an impact on us, and do still have an impact on us. So it's both. It's like doing the inner work to accept yourself, and also just being discerning of like, hey, I don't think these people actually got my best interests at heart, and start reducing the time that we have with them, so we can just be in our own zone, in our own mind, and like knowing and doing what's best for us without anyone like planting like seeds of doubt. Okay, so I went longer on that one than I thought, but we'll go into the next one. I don't deserve it. This is big. So have you ever gotten to a stage where you're like so consistent with something, you were feeling really good, right? And then you did something that sabotaged it. Like you had a drink, or you like went out partying, or you had some random hookup that wasn't right, or you watched pornography and masturbated, or did drugs, or you did something stupid that like stuffed up the consistency of it. Yeah, deep down, subconsciously, what could be there for you is like, I don't deserve to feel this good. And there's like a fear of it, of your life just continuing to expand and continuing to grow, and like it actually being better than it ever has. That's a real deep one. And yeah, that takes expanding our capacity to receive, and to receive love and receive happiness, and that's a deep core belief that needs to be worked on if we're to be consistent and continue to grow. Because if that's there, of like, I only deserve this much in life, then you will just continue to get that much. It needs to be open and infinite, so then we can just keep going and keep moving forward. Yeah, so you can tell, like that's a quantum leap between the person's like, oh, I just deserve a little bit, and to someone's like, nah, like I'm deserving and open to all of it. There's a quantum leap, so like a real shift has to happen there. Thirdly is like fear of failure. So sometimes we'll be consistent to a point, but then at that point there'll be an action that we have to take, right, to go to the next level, but we're fearful of failing at that. So maybe in your business, it's like getting on and doing a video, or maybe it's employing people, or maybe it's, what's another one? It could be in a relationship too. Like maybe it comes to the point where like you could get rejected, right? You could fail at that. You go to the next level, and then you all the stuff that you were doing to build it to that level of results, you're inconsistent with, right? So you can avoid like that level of failure, that failing in that level. So that's another thing too. So Let me know which one resonates with you. They may all resonate with you. What to do about it? You know, I try and keep these videos really short and simple, but really it has to come from like an energetic shift. We have to work on these things and process and release them on an energetic level. We have to change who we are from the inside out. We have to have a transformation to release this stuff. Because often it isn't enough to just change external things. Because if these things are at the core, they've got a way of just creating the sabotage again externally, because that's where we're taking action from. So yeah, we have to work on ourselves. We have to kind of admit that, like, yeah, I have to change, and I'm gonna need some help with that. And do that, I would say. I've got a activation session, a higher activation session that actually helps you connect with your higher timeline and opens that up for you, like who you really came here to be. What also happens in that is that you become very acutely aware of like what's not in alignment. Like you see your higher self, you see your higher timeline, you see what you're here to create, and then you're like, you see all the things in your life that is not in alignment with that. And it's a breathwork session, and in the breathwork too, you're actually breathing and processing and releasing these blocks as well. Can you get through all of it in a 30-minute, 60-minute session? No, you can't, but you can make some good progress. And it's a legitimate first step to start shifting the programming and conditioning and who you've known yourself to be, somebody that is inconsistent, that sabotages themselves, and start shifting that out so you can be your best higher self. If you'd like to book that in, there's a link in the description on my channel. Thank you for watching, and let me know if this has been helpful. Much love. Bye.